Hey everyone, it's me, Dominique, and Loki. Shh, he's sleeping. We're from Blogging in My Undies blog, and today I wanted to talk to you about the V-Man's eating habits. This was actually a request from a viewer, friend. She was really curious about how we survived in terms of the V-Man's changing diets, the things that he was interested in, what he wasn't interested in, and so on. So here it is, as quick as I can. When he was younger, he used to eat baby food from a jar. He was breastfed until he was 14 months, and he refused formula. He didn't like the taste of it. He didn't really care for cow's milk, ever, but he loved yogurt once he was older than one. He really liked yogurt, and he really loved bananas. By love bananas, I mean we're talking 8 bananas a day, give or take, by himself. Completely by himself. Not in slices, it had to be in chunks. And when he went to daycare, prior to his diagnosis and prior to our suspicion that he might be autistic, the daycare told us every day, how he did, what he did, and so on, when we picked him up. And they said, he doesn't like bananas. And we're like, no way, he totally does. As ditzy as that sounded. And they said, no, he doesn't. And then I realized that they probably don't buy Chiquita bananas. They probably buy store brand because obviously it's a bit cheaper. And when I asked them, they said, well, they're Dole bananas. They're very good. They're ripe. That's when I thought, okay, maybe that was why. So they removed the sticker on the second or third day from the banana peel, and that way he didn't know what brand it was. And they handed him a piece of banana. He touched it with his fingers and refused to eat it, and just threw it across the room or threw it on the floor, whatever he did back then. So that was it. He could pretty much work for any kind of banana control company that may have existed back then. But anyway, at the time as well, he didn't eat a lot of meat. He specifically would only eat Grilly 21 burgers, and Grilly 21 is just like a canteen kind of place located in Finland. So he would only eat these particular burgers, and this particular burger joint was nowhere near our home. Nor was I going to go in the wintertime and wait outside for them to cook me a wonderful burger so the V-Man would eat it. Sorry, kid. He would only eat, the bananas, yogurt, crackers, any kind of bread, heavy carb, French fries. One of his favorite things, no ketchup, no sauce. Only apple juice, and that's still true today. He won't drink milk whatsoever, but he'll have apple juice. He really likes apple juice, and some mixed fruit juices he's okay with, but he doesn't like orange juice, not at all. And water, he really likes water, so that's good. And he's not keen on bubbly water or pop soda, in some people's opinion or language. It's getting late. So anyway, he just wasn't a very healthy eater. And I recall one time when he was back in the baby food jar days, he had chicken and macaroni, and he instantly got sick and lost it all. He just puked it all up, and then we refused to feed him those jarred foods again. And eventually he went to one daycare, like a neurotypical daycare, and then we got the diagnosis of autism, so then it was easier to transfer him or apply for a transfer to the other daycare, the specialized one. So that was fine. And what they did to teach him to at least try new foods, they would take a piece of bread, which he loved, and they would smear a little taste of whatever sauce or meat or fish or whatever they were, feeding every other kid in the daycare. They would just give him a little taste just to see. So what he would do is he would put, the flavor side facing down, and then he would eat it. It took a long time, about 2.5 months at least for him just to accept that there was something else on the bread other than butter. And then when he eventually started liking pizza, we got pretty excited because we can incorporate meat, we can incorporate vegetables in there, because he wouldn't eat any of that at home. So we took him out and tried to get a pizza for him, and it went really well, except he had to have it toppings facing down, and it had to touch the table first before it could go in his mouth. No idea why, but that was his eating habit. That was his thing. So that was how he ate pizza for a long time. Now he doesn't really do that so much, and he is able to eat in buffet restaurants, pay, get a plate, serve yourself as much as you like, and he really can eat. I mean, I'm a little scared for when he's an actual teenager because he's only turning 6, and he already eats more than I do, and probably more than a lot of 5-year-olds. But he's also very high energy, so he needs the food. We've tried to cut back on the McDonald's and the Hesburger, which is like the Finnish chain of burger chain. And we try to cut back on those just because it's not really all that healthy, and, something different, something a little healthier. So now he really, really likes Subway. So he can easily eat half a sandwich and either split a bag of chips with me, or he'll have the cookie. Sometimes, depends. He doesn't have a huge sweet tooth, but sometimes it kicks in. But now he's at the point where he will eat, or at least taste, almost anything. It's amazing. I mean, when you consider he's almost 6, so we've had this, fond memories, not that they were good ones, but fond and old, long-time memories of him being a really picky eater. And being a picky eater is fine and everything if, you have an allergy or sensitivity, but I mean, it really limited his opportunities for eating out, trying different ethnic foods, traveling. Every time we traveled with him, we had to find the nearest McDonald's or that country's equivalent. Sorry, dog. So yeah, it was really frustrating, and it was hard, going out for lunch and meeting friends, because I had to be like, oh, well, I need to get French fries wherever we were. But now he eats it all. Tonight, for example, we had friends over, and I made fried wild boar with fat bacon, and there was mashed potatoes and caramelized carrots, and he ate it all but the carrots. He had a little bit of potatoes. He's not a big fan of mashed potatoes, but he tried it, and he likes garlic bread, something with a strong flavor. He enjoys it. He's still not into dairy. He doesn't do yogurt. He won't drink milk. Not a big fan of cheese either, but he will eat lots of meat now. He will eat fish, some rice, loves spaghetti. That's, one of our there we go. That's one of our go-to meals. He really enjoys spaghetti as well. But for dairy, I mean, he likes ice cream. So on summer days, he seems to really crave it more, obviously because it's hotter. But yeah, things have gotten a lot easier, so hopefully this continues, and he'll just keep loving food. And now he's really into spices, so he likes smelling the jars of spices when I'm cooking, which is pretty cool, I think. And he'll do it on his own. He will pull a chair up to the stove, which is quite dangerous. We have to be really careful because he's also very sneaky. And he will stir the food totally independently. He just makes that decision that he would like to be interested in cooking. So whenever I have the opportunity, I try and teach him this, very basic, like stir it, try not to burn anything, don't touch the knobs, basic safety as well. And so far we've been having a really good time, and it's a great way for us to bond as well, which we could not do when he was much younger. So we're trying to catch up and more or less trying to survive and see, what we can do to make him happy and also boost his life skills and social skills and so on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! Lo, do you want to say goodbye? Loki, say goodbye. Oh, there we go. Okay.